On this episode, we're in Montserrat, Missouri, riding shotgun with Eugene Bentley and his friends at the Rat Hole.
Hello, I'm Mr. Bentley, the owner of the Rat Hole. We're going to be having a car show here at the Rat Hole Bar and Grill, so come on up. And we've got a few cars here, and Cars and Colors is going to be our sponsor this year, and we're going to try to get them back again, but we're going to have one later on this year here again, so come and see us here.
I'm Dale Gertis. This is my wife Edith.
Hi.
We've got a 72 Monte Carlo here, the green and white one. We've had it for 32 years. We got over 413,000 miles on it. The whole car is actually numbers matching. The green and the white is original colors to the car. The interior is all the original colors and everything. Even went so far as finding an original AC Delco AM FM 8 track, and it works.
This was our family car. We drove it for years. Our kids learned how to drive in it. It's one of our kids now.
This is a 70 Impala convertible. It is the original 400 small block. This is still all the original interior in it, with the red, the carpet, and everything still original in the Impala. This one's got 413,000 miles on it. This one's got 34,000 miles on it. So we just go out and have fun with it, and we enjoy bringing memories to people.
My name's Jack. 1970 Chevelle Malibu. It has the factory 307 still in it. It gives pretty good gas mileage for being old. It was my first car when I turned 16, and my cousin, she had it for her first car, and she got it from her grandfather, and it was he bought the car brand new. I've had it since 95 or 96.
My name's Kevin. I'm here in Knob Noster. Got a 68 Chevelle SS 396. It was bought in '88 by my dad. He did a lot of work to it over the years. It was kind of a rough bucket when it started. He did all the body work, a lot of time and hours into it. Then everything just happened through life, and kind of parked it for a while. Decided once he retired he was gonna finish it, and passed away 3 years ago. Never got a chance to see it run, never got to take it to a car show, nothing. So shortly after I put it together, got it running, here I am today, 1 mile at a time.
What you got here, Bart? That 1957 Chevy Bel Air 4-door station wagon. These were pretty rare find, these Bel Air wagons. I bought this from the original owner. His name was Jerry. He bought it brand new in January of 1958. Paid $3,285 for it, brand new. That was a lot of money for a car back in the day. This one has a 5.3 2002 Chevy Silverado Vortec LS1. It's hopped up a little bit where it does real well. It's pushing out about 400 horsepower. When we finished it in 2015, it had 0 miles on the odometer, and we backed it out of the shop and hooked it onto a teardrop that had never left our property, that we built from scratch. We left on a trip to Nova Scotia to get on the ferry to go to Newfoundland. I did that trip when I was 4. I told my wife when I turned 50 I was going to do that trip again, because I did it in a station wagon with my family. And lo and behold, I was 50 years old and I went out and did it again. So the dash is, I wanted something that I can convert to metric. So this dash, I could push a couple buttons under here to convert it to metric, so I don't have to worry about speeding through Canada, because I knew we were going to take a trip. This was just a little cheapy little cruise control module that I tied into the ECM, so I can control the speed on this thing. Standard looking dash, except this is a digital audio system that has hands-free calling. The LEDs under here, we can change the colors of the LEDs from white to blue to multicolor. and it has vintage air and cruise control, and the seats are also power heated. I bought it in 1999. It's sitting there for 15 years in my yard. And remarkably, I replaced the floor and one patch panel and a quarter. That was it. Everything else you see is original. And about a week after I got done painting it, Lori's dad, who swore that I would never get this car done, the first time he saw it when I met him, before I met his daughter, Lori, before I married his daughter, he looked at his car and he goes, "Are you planning on hauling this off for scrap?" And I said, "No, I'm going to finish this car." He said, "No way." He said, "There's no way you can do anything with this car." 2 weeks before he died, it was painted. It was almost done. It was almost ready to go, and he passed away in 2015. He was the first man to run his hands down the side of his car after I got it painted. So a good friend of mine called me and said, "I've got this car I found on Craigslist. Can you go buy it? Just go pick it up. Send me the bill when you get home." So I drove down to this location where he found this car, and it was in pieces. It was, there was about, the body was together, but it wasn't bolted onto the frame. There was no front clip. This is what it looked like when I hauled it home. That was it. Most of the parts were there, but it was pretty rough. It was an Arizona car. It's a 57 Chevy, 2-door hardtop. He wanted something that was real reliable and got good fuel mileage. So we ended up putting a nice little LS fuel injected motor in it, overdrive transmission, cruise control. It's got vintage air. Just a kind of a clean little car. Starts, runs good, gets 24 miles to the gallon. Got 400 plus horsepower. So the color is actually a color that we picked off of a motorcycle. That's actually a Victory motorcycle color. It's called Sunset 2 Red Metallic. The interior, something I put together for him. He wanted something old school with the piping, you know, the red piping on the corners. Just old school pleated seat. It has the old vintage looking dash. See, it's got roughly 600 miles. We even did the trunk to kind of match the car. It's dusty right now.
Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it, so we'll see you again real soon.
I don't know about you, but I take comfort knowing Eugene Bentley's out there, pleasing the people.
This bike, her name is Low Life, belonging to my Uncle Terry. Here's the ghost bell come off of it. Rest in peace, Uncle Terry.